you think, thuggish criminal, but look, you don't look that bad.
It could be.
The truth is, with him looking like that, the cops are the worst.
Yeah, well,
they're just worse.
Couldn't that be considered profiling?
Yeah, well, you know what?
I don't know if it's racial profiling, but
go to the Hernando County Sheriff's Office, and they have a whole page for profiling.
Really?
Yeah, they're allowed to profile. It's a scientific tool. But they're not allowed to do bias-based something.
Gotcha.
They worded it so that they can do whatever they want.
Mm-hmm. I'm going there now.
That guy's got his face covered. His whole head.
Yeah.
But it doesn't mean that he had anything to do with it.
I agree. But does he know anything about it? No, right? Was he in the vicinity?
There's a blood trail leading to the house that he was in.
Which,
but there was 4 other people in the house.
Dude, he could have been skateboarding down the road, hit a sign, broke his nose, cut his head, and was dripping blood. That could be any freaking thing.
I mean, me as a cop, if I see 2 bodies laying on the ground and there's a trail of blood leading to a door,
I'm going to follow it, sure.
Yeah. But the way the
probably
laws
somebody else in the same building.
You can't just arrest somebody in there.
Yeah. See, I forgot what I was going to look up now.
Hernando County.
Oh, that's right.
Bias-based policy.
Yep. Hernando Sheriff. Yep. Thank you. At least one of us got a memory here. Yeah. All right, so where was it? The bias-based policy. There it is. Okay. Wow. Criminal profiling, okay, so this is the bias-based policy. I'll just graze over here.
I think you should just read it.
All right. Criminal profile. That's a lot to read, bro.
I know it's a lot to read, but it's kind of important, too, because they're changing wording to screw us. This is relevant everywhere. This is the kind of shit that screws us all.
All right, bear with me. I'm going to read like a 5-paragraph thing on criminal profiling, and this goes for Hernando County residents as well as, I'm sure, all over statewide.
It's going to, every state. It's got to be. If they're going to do it.
Yeah, I'm sure this is a department, a DOJ, regular thing. All right, so we got, excuse me, criminal profiling, which involves
Okay, I'll take chapter 2.
Yeah.
I mean, paragraph 2.
Yeah, why don't you start? How's that?
As soon as I get there.
Because that's a real big word for me.
I'm going.
All right. Sorry, folks. Like I said, I never was an English major.
I hate reading out loud, too.
Do you? If they didn't use such big words as derivatation,
Okay, criminal profiling, which involves that ain't a word.
Derivatation? Derived?
Yeah, but they spelled it wrong, dude. Google that word. Google that.
All right, here, wait. I'll Google it right now. Did you know all you got to do is swipe the word and then right-click it, and it'll ask you, search Google for whatever that. Derivatation.
Yeah, they're missing a T in there.
Derivatation.
Derivation? It's a horrible word.
Okay. The obtaining
we get
or developing of something from a source
we got a lot
of
more to go
origin. Yeah. All right, moving on.
So, criminal profiling involves behavioral characteristics and personality features from crime scene evidence. Can be useful implement in criminal investigations. Bias-based profiling, however, is the selection of individuals based solely on common trait of a group. This includes, but is not limited to, race, ethnic background, gender, sexual orientation, religion, economic status, age, or culture. It is the policy of this office to patrol in a proactive manner to investigate suspicious persons and or circumstances and to enforce motor vehicle laws. We are here to protect the community. Law enforcement officers are required to use skills developed through observation, training, and experience in order to identify suspicious circumstances, unusual occurrences, and violations of law, and to act according to the situation. Therefore, deputies focus on a person's conduct or other specific suspect information and will have reasonable suspicion, supported by articulable facts, that the person contacted has been or is about to commit a violation of the law. Doesn't that sound like a bunch of garbage?
So all they got to do is just say, that guy looks like he's a dirtbag. Yeah.
He looks like he's about to do something.
We want to do the right thing. Discriminatory enforcement practices can
alienate
our citizens, foster distrust of the police in the community. Well, this is just them really kissing our ass now.
Yeah. Invite media scrutiny.
Yeah.
Legislation
of course
action.
It's going to.
And judicial intervention.
Yep.
Potentially lead to allegations. That's all it'll lead to is allegations because it'll deny it all.
Absolutely.
Potentially lead to allegations of constitutional and civil rights violations.
Yep.
As we perform our duties, it is imperative. These are all the things that should happen.
Mm-hmm.
As we perform our duties, I lost where I was at.
As we perform our duties,
accepted and necessary law
it is imperative that we afford all citizens the constitutional and fundamental right to equal protection under the law. Now I lost my place. Okay.
However,
we use accepted investigative tools. Criminal profiling is one of many accepted and necessary law enforcement investigative practices. However, it differs from and should not be confused with bias-based profiling. One is an investigative tool, the other is a discriminatory practice.
But their investigative tool is the discriminatory practice.
Yes. Yeah, if you read between the lines of that, absolutely.
There's no between the lines. You can read the words.
And especially if you're here in Hernando County, you can experience it. What is criminal profiling? It says, when we investigate crime, we use every legitimate tool at our disposal to narrow the list of potential suspects so we can identify, find, and arrest those responsible for the crimes, to bring them to justice, and to keep them from committing more acts against society. All right, so now, here's the problem with that whole statement right there.
Yeah, I got one.
What society...
Girls are bad drivers.
Right.
So I should pull her over.
Correct. What society thinks and what law says
and what
is
two
completely and opposite different things. I thought you were going to put your hair up like that, bro. I was going to say that's going to look wicked. I'm getting the camera. Yeah, so don't even get me started. You know what? Yeah, let's not even go there with this whole shit.
We have to go over this and over this and over this.
And really, people...
Because they're taking it, criminal profiling, saying that profiling is a good word now.
Right.
And it's a tool that we use.
Right.
Whereas before, we all knew what it meant.
Mm-hmm. There's that loophole they're using. Right.
Right. Now they're calling bias-based as the bad one.
Yeah.
Criminal profiling is good. Bias-based profiling is bad. They're both profiling.
It's the same.
Yeah.
It's the same.
It's the bias.
Yeah.
The bias is that you think that most people that look this way or act this way are doing a crime.
No matter how you look at it, the same.
Yeah.
I agree. Absolutely.
That is biased. Because I may
look
like
racial.
I'm doing something and not be doing it.
Either way, it's bias and racial because no matter how you look at it, just because you're a certain race, certain color, okay, you automatically form an opinion. So now it's a biased opinion. You know what I mean? So
I think you have to see a person commit a crime.
I would definitely.
Or there has to be real evidence, not concrete. I'm pretty sure he's got a pocket full of drugs.
That's
Let me throw him on the ground.
That's pretty much how I feel. Well, there was circumstances, I'm not going to mention any names, any situations, to where an officer came to a gentleman's house and said, "You're under arrest for possession of marijuana." But the officer knocked on the door with a little bag of stems and seeds that were 8-10 years old in his hand. The guy he tried to arrest, now this is Hernando County, the guy he tried to arrest was never in any possession of anything. This officer brought it to this guy's house, and this guy had to fight that in Hernando County court for over a year and a half.
You know what happened to me? I was going through problems with my first mother of my child, and I got a restraining order.
Here in Hernando?
Yeah.
Okay.
I wasn't allowed to go home, and I wasn't allowed to go to my mother's house because she said that she worked for my mother on her little petition or whatever.
No contact order instantly.
So now I have no family to go to, and I can't go to my own house.
Right.
So now I'm homeless again.
Right.
Paying the rent at my house that I can't go to.
Right.
Can't go to my mom's to pick up food or nothing like that. So I'm staying with another girl. She's my second baby mama.
Oh, boy.
Anyhow.
Led to that?
Well, yeah. I'm laying in bed, and the cops call me and say, "We need you to come to your mother's house." I was like, "What are you talking about? I'm not allowed over there."
Yeah.
Yeah. So
trying to set you up.
Yeah. He's like, well, we're going to issue a warrant and we're going to come and get you, so you might as well come here. So I'm like, really? Like, he just fell asleep, you know?
Yeah.
And I'm thinking maybe he's going to talk. If I just go there, he'll talk. He's got something to say. They just arrested me, man. Now I go there, and I didn't want to do it, but he's like, you're going to make it worse because we're going to issue a warrant, like a fleeing and eluding. If I don't come to this address that I'm not allowed at to get arrested, I'm going to get fleeing and eluding charges added to it.
I would have told him I'll meet you across the street. I'm not allowed to go near that place. You want to talk to me? Come across the street.
But then I get the fleeing and eluding.
Talk to me on the phone then.
The cop, I know, right? The cop should be able to. If they say you can't go there, they should be able to say you can go there.
Yeah. It's just there again boils down to one thing. Joseph.
Yeah.
Hayden. Douchebags, gangsters with badges. That's all I can say, bro. They get a hard on for you. And it doesn't matter if it's just, again, don't, it's, the way that things should be done is every one of them, there should be a lot stricter policies and a lot more, what's the word for the penalties of them breaking the law, a lot stronger penalties.
There should be sanctuary. Whole towns of it.
Yep. Absolutely.
Like this is a religious town, and I claim sanctuary. Leave me alone.
It's what the Branch Davidians tried to do. Look what the FBI did to them.
Who?
David Koresh, Waco, Texas.
Oh.
Yeah. Although he was a maniac.
Yeah, wasn't he like raping little girls?
Well, yeah, he was. But the people that were there with him, their concept and their idea was peace, love, happiness. They didn't know that this guy was, they knew after seeing it for a little while, yeah. They're all dead.
Who knows what we got fed?
Enough said. From the feds. Fed from the feds. Hey, listen. Everyone, Joseph's a poet, and he didn't even know it. Come on. That was a little... Alright, so while I'm here on the Hernando County Sheriff's page, let's read off some names, because these guys got warrants. What do you think? Some warrant names? And Joseph's like,
okay.
If you know anybody.
Oh, I didn't look.
Oh. What?
I'm still reading that bias-based bullshit.
Are you?
Yeah, because they're trying to say that profiling is like if a murderer has a signature. That's criminal profiling. That is not what they're doing when they're like, oh, he's black, get him.
Yeah.
That's
bias-based.
He's black, get him.
Well, seriously.
I know. I believe you. Yes, that is. I agree.
Yeah,
it's also hilarious the way you put it. All right, so check this out. I'm going to real quick read off a few names. Just like, and I'm just trying to, make some fun of people here, but I'll skip that one because, yeah. Anyway, misdemeanor warrant for Richard Banfill of Denton Avenue in Hudson. Yeah, he's got, a whole misdemeanor. Oh, don't get me wrong. There's a child sport. There's misdemeanor, felony.
I don't got a warrant. I just ran the search.
Oh, you did? You checked yourself out? I guess I should run my name. Hey, run your name. Do a Hernando County warrant search and let's see.
Well, I just had the cop run my name the other day, so I'm good.
Really?
So here's what happened to me.
What happened?
They came into my driveway and asked me for ID.
Oh, that's right. You were saying, but say it closer to the microphone.
They came into my driveway and asked me for ID because I was working on the front of my car.
Yeah.
Yeah, you said that the other day. I remember we talked about it the other day, yeah. Yeah.
It's ridiculous.
And they ran your name and all that?
Yeah.
Yeah. That was Monday. We talked about that.
Yeah.
I was a tyrannical asshole Monday. I was telling everybody, don't do that to me or I'll kill you. And yeah, I was nasty bastard Monday. Yeah, I remember that. All right, so we know that he don't have no warrants because he's sitting right next to us, but I don't know any of these names, which I guess that's kind of a good thing.
Where did you go to get it?
Hernando County Sheriff's Department.
On the side.
Yep, and public record search.
Yep.
And then you go to local warrants, and then you just click you don't put any information in, you click it blank.
Oh.
See that?
Nice.
Brings up a nice big list, don't it?
Yeah. I just want to get rid of like these other cities. So I'll probably just type in the city next time.
No, you don't even have to. I want to know all of them because this is all the warrants that are in Hernando County for other